What is up, guys? John Anthony from masculinedevelopment.com. And I got a question recently about spending money on women. Okay, so this question was asked by Simply Ballin, and he asks the following: what are the smartest ways I can use the money I'm making from my business to help me get girls? And I really like this question because a lot of guys think that money is the way to get girls, but that's not entirely accurate. So let me give you an example. As I was recording this video for the first time, I had to do a retake. This guy pulled up to me, right next to me, in a Ferrari McLaren, which is about I think a $1.5 million car. There's different models and things, but it's a really nice car, right? And as he pulled up, it's about probably 55 or 60. All these different girls that were walking by in the parking lot right now. They were looking at the car and they were playing with their hair and they were, oh my God, who's that? Who's that guy, right? And so a lot of guys see that and they think, oh, if I want to get girls, I need to have money. Or, if I want to get girls, then the best way is to buy, really cool shit, a nice Rolex watch, a nice Gucci suit, or, a mansion or something. But here's the thing. There's a reason why I always say that you should lead with a game. You should lead with your personality. You should lead with your social skills, because that is always the highest leverage point to getting women. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to explain how you can actually use money to get more girls into your life, but understand this concept, okay? Social skills and game, for lack of a better term, your confidence, your assertiveness, your decisiveness, your social skills, the things that I teach you about in my ebook, 7 Strategies to Develop Your Masculinity, that always needs to come first. And the reason why is because if it doesn't, you're not going to be able to fuck those girls. So let me tell you a story. I have a lot of clients that come to me and they're very wealthy, right? They're making far more money than I am. Some of them are millionaires, and one of the biggest problems I see that happens to a lot of them is they spend money on girls. They lead with money rather than their social skills and their game. And because of that, they get a lot of attention from females. But one, it's the wrong kind of females who only want them for their money. And two, those women, most of the time, don't even sleep with them or date them, and they just end up using them. So I had one client that, was making probably $1 million a year at least. And he would always, try to lead with money, try to, spend money on girls, buy them, expensive dinners, pay for their car leases, just stuff like that. And they would never end up sleeping with him. And sooner or later, at some point, they would just kind of vanish, disappear, never talk to him again. And I have to sneeze. And that's a problem that I think a lot of guys don't understand, because they think, they see that guy with the McLaren, like I just talked about, and they see, oh, girls they're giving indicators of interest, right? They're playing with their hair. They're thinking, oh my God, who's that guy? That must mean that they want to sleep with them. And that's the thing, guys, is money will expand your reach and it will improve your initial attractiveness to a woman. But if you don't have the social skills and the game, the confidence, whatever it is, to make her trust you as a man who can lead, to make you, to make her be comfortable around you, to spike her emotions, to make her feel things around you, then she is not going to sleep with you, period. Now, there's exceptions. There's gold diggers. I get that. But in general, if you don't lead with game, you will have your life fucked. And I've seen it a million times in my own life and in other people's lives that I coach, where, some girl is interested in them because of their money, and she's manipulative, creates all this drama, their business suffers, all this shit starts to happen. So get that in your mind first before I talk about how to use money properly, okay? Because, again, that guy with the McLaren, right? Yeah, he gets a lot of female attention, but people mistake female attention for the girls actually sleeping with him and dating him and being, in his life for a long period of time, right? So get that in your head, okay? That being said, though, money isn't bad if you spend it in the right way. So picture this, for example. Let me paint you a picture. Visualize for a second your life in 5 to 10 years. Imagine that, you're driving that McLaren, the, $1 million car. You're driving it around. You're going on cool vacations every other weekend with friends that you know and love. You're, going skydiving, and you have all these cool things going on in your life, right? You post pictures on Instagram, on Snapchat, social media, Facebook, and girls see this, right? Picture on top of that, that you have game, you have confidence, right? So the money, the lifestyle that the money creates draws women in, and your confidence, your social skills makes them fall in love with you, right? It's just a basic model for understanding money. Because again, if you lead with the money, if you try to lead with money, someone's texting me here, you try to lead with money, all you're gonna get, first of all, is gold diggers. Second of all, the girls aren't going to respect you. Because when you try to basically buy your way into a girl's pants, right? I bought you dinner, do you wanna fuck me now? When you try to do that shit, what it communicates is, I'm a man who's not good enough for you, so I have to buy my way into your pants. I bought you the dinner, can we fuck now, right? So she's gonna lose all of her respect for you. But, again, it's the place that it comes from. If you have been dating a girl for a while, you like her, and you invite her, to go on some cool thing with you, whatever, and you don't expect anything in return, but you're doing it because you just like her personality, her vibe, whatever, she's been nice to you, that's going to 10x her attraction towards you. And again, that's the key. It's where it comes from, not what you're doing. So there's this concept. I love how I start off with some like surface level thing, and then I go to the principles. I love my principles. There's this concept known as having versus doing versus being. And it's a spiritual concept that I got from Dr. David Hawkins. And the idea is that there's basically 3 levels of growth and of focus in every area of life, with women, with your health, with your money, with your personality, with success, with everything. And most guys think that they get girls by having, right? They have things, right? Oh, I have the Ferrari. I have the $1 million jet. I have the mansion. I have things. That's how I get girls. But what they find is that it doesn't work. So they move into the doing phase, where they say, okay, I'm going to do things to get girls, right? And again, this applies to everything in life, but let's keep it with women for this video. I'm going to start, doing these pickup lines, doing these techniques, doing these things, right? And that's good, because it's better than just trying to have. But eventually, they realize that it's not so much what you do, it's who you are. And then they reach the level of being, where simply existing, their personality, who they've become, who they've struggled, the struggles they've been through, and who they've developed themselves into, masculine development, becomes what attracts women. Okay, and so I really can't emphasize that point enough, okay? So once you get that in your head, now let me explain how to use money, how to leverage money to get girls. First off, don't spend money on girls, spend it with them. So don't spend money paying for her car lease. Don't spend money buying her dinner that you're not gonna eat. Don't fucking spend money, just buying shit for her. Spend money with her. Go on a cool vacation with her. Invite her to go on some cool experience with you. If you've got, a cool car, right? Maybe you got the McLaren, right? Spend that money on the car for yourself, but then take her with you on a road trip or on a joyride in the McLaren, right? Spend money with girls, not on them. And the second tip that's really important is leverage that money to create a fun lifestyle for you. And then, like I said, that will draw women in. Okay, so if you think of your life as, got my nicotine here to stay focused. If you think of your life as a giant fire truck that's off in the distance right now, if you think of your life as a circle, right? Here's your circle of influence, right? What you want to do is you want to leverage existing systems to expand that influence, right? So here's your life right now without marketing, right? To use a business analogy. Here's your life without social media, without, game, whatever it is, right? Here's you. Okay, cool. Get your game down. Get your social skills down. That's number 1, always. Then build an interesting, fun lifestyle where you're doing cool shit and girls see it. Again, so let me paint you a picture. Imagine, you have girls that you add on Instagram or whatever, and every day when they look at Instagram, they see you, maybe you have a band, right? You have money, so you have freedom because you have the money. So you have the time and the money and energy to buy a guitar and start a band, right? So they see you in this band, and then they go to your shows and they get drawn in to this incredibly complex and beneficial and fun ecosystem that you've built for yourself. Imagine that for a second, right? Imagine that, you're posting you doing cool shit on your social media, right? Maybe you've got a YouTube channel like me, and you have a Lamborghini, right? And you post shit of you, I don't know, doing races in your Lamborghini, whatever it is, right? They see that, they get drawn into it because it's fun, and because you're not trying to get them with the money, right? Again, being, not having. You're not trying to get them with the money. You just have a fun life, and they see that. They see that you are being. You have cool things that you enjoy, that you're having fun, and you're doing it for you, and they get drawn in. So that, my friends, is the way to leverage money to get girls, okay? And notice how I don't like to say use money to get girls, because that sounds like you're gonna spend money on a whore, on a prostitute, and she's gonna fuck you, right? No, don't do that. Leverage money to increase your lifestyle and your reach, get girls that way. So fuel your passions and hobbies, right? Go on cool, fun trips. Buy a nice car that maybe gets you female attention, so then it's easier to open them and game them, right? Maybe buy, cool, nice clothes that get you attention. But all it does is it just gets you the attention, right? Once you have the attention and the initial interest of the girl, talk to her, chat with her, right? Show her what you are, right? Who you've become, your being. Don't try to lead with money, always lead with game. Leverage money to get interest and attention and maybe some initial attraction, but don't lead with money. Okay, so that's the biggest thing. That's why I spent, the first 7-8 minutes of this video talking about it, but it's so key. So quick tips. Again, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, close girls there, not with a number close, right? A lot of guys think that number closes are better. They're actually not these days, right? First of all, girls have had bad experiences with men who get their numbers and they just don't stop texting him or calling him or whatever when the girl isn't interested. So they have a sort of negative association with numbers, right? But Snapchat, Instagram, it's easy, right? It's fun. Even though theoretically some stalker could actually know more about them from those things than their fucking number, they get a glimpse into your life through those things, right? So leverage social media to get girls. And if you're saying, John, but I don't have an interesting life right now, try to build one, right? Start building one. Even if you don't, I know this kid who, all he does is just post him doing cool shit that he likes, right? He likes fishing. He likes fucking, he'll drink beers with his buddies. Just, post you having fun, right? And slowly leverage the money to enhance those things. So I hope this helps. Again, it's critical to use your game, lead with your game, your personality, who you are. Then they will, be attracted to you for who you are. But it's also okay to leverage your money to buy nice things, a cool lifestyle that gets attention and initial attraction so that you have something to do your game on. Okay, so hope this helps. If you like my channel, please subscribe. I got a giant list of questions actually right here that I'm trying to go down and answer all of them. So if you didn't already, then comment on the community poll that I did recently where I asked you guys what questions you want me to answer. Comments on that and I'll get to it. And again, subscribe, please, trying to grow this channel as fast as I can, and I will see you guys next time.